If your home feels a little off but you don't know why, it is probably not your budget. Actually, most homes don't look cheap because of money. Instead, they look that way because of a few common interior design mistakes. In this episode, we'll point out the most common design mistakes that people make almost always involuntarily and end up in an awkward design mess. The good news is that almost everything can be fixed, so stay tuned to find out more. If you're new to this channel, here we talk about interior design tips and tricks that will make your space look incredible. I'm Patricia and this is the Designer 101. So let's jump right into it, starting with what I think is the most important one. Poor lighting features or poor illumination. You have no idea how much great lighting can elevate a room, and we have a video about this topic too. One thing you definitely have to fix is changing the exposed bulb with a nice hanging lamp or any lighting fixture with a hidden or integrated light source. Second, place courtesy lighting. They don't consume much energy, and courtesy lighting like table lamps or floor lamps, or even better, LED strip lights boost the mood in a room. Also, sometimes you don't even have to turn on the main ceiling lamp because it feels comfortable enough with this type of lighting. This takes us to the next most common mistake: too much variety in lighting colors. Don't make the beginner's mistake of adding what I just told you about the extra lighting features without noticing the temperature of your bulbs. If you want warm illumination, keep it that way in every single lighting fixture in that area. You can change temperatures between spaces. Like living rooms generally look better with warm illumination. But on the other hand, bathrooms benefit more with a cool lighting temperature. And this can work because the activities of each room are completely different. In one, you need coziness and relaxing vibes, and on the other, you want a clear view of detailed activities like doing makeup or skincare, or even using tweezers. The next mistake is having many small or tiny decorations. It is nice to have decorations. It is highly encouraged. But sometimes our decorations are tiny pieces of different, completely random things that are important only to our hearts. And they end up looking messy, not organized, and sadly not harmonious. Do not keep those shelves full and vary the sizes of the things. For example, you can have 8 things on a shelf, but one of them must be by far the biggest. A couple ones could be slightly smaller. The next ones could very well be reasonably smaller, and the last one could be a very tiny detail object that people actually enjoy getting closer to appreciate. I think 8 is the maximum amount if the shelf is big enough, but the ideal number should be 3 or 4 objects total. Continuing with the list, we have oversaturated rooms with a specific color. When the room or house is painted in an intense color like black or light blue or salmon, it could easily render the space to feel heavy and bland. Accent walls, however, are great because you have only one single wall taking the attention and focus. This will free the rest of the walls from doing the hard work. I always recommend using one accent wall and the rest should be a more natural color. This will give you the opportunity to play with the objects in that room and incorporate that one color that you love in many other forms and textures. Next on the list is not caring about your guests, meaning specifically not caring about the powder room. Everything looks cheap if there is no hand towel, or the trash is exposed, or the soap or creams are in the original packaging. Instead, create this simple, elegant tray inside the bathroom. Include the basics for your guests: a set of decorative soap and cream bottles, or just soap, it doesn't matter, a hand towel or paper towels, a small plant, a wall decorating feature such as a canvas or a large paint, nothing fancy, just small details which a person can appreciate while using the bathroom. That also can help them relax and leave with a good, lasting, welcoming impression. Another very common mistake is putting the wrong size of area rug. Some people put the smallest rug possible in their living. Instead, get one big enough so at least the front legs of your sofa and chairs are sitting on the rug. The same applies in the bedroom. The rug should cover at least 80% of the bed with enough space to walk around it on the sides and fronts of the bed. Bigger is almost always better. Another small but important mistake that we usually find is hanging your curtains too high or too low. If your curtain rod sits right above the window frame, it visually compresses the room. Instead, hang them higher, closer to the ceiling, and same goes to the length of it. Keep it longer than the actual window. Let it kiss the floor and always go wider than the window to create fullness. It goes without saying, the size of the curtain here is crucial. And lastly, spaces with no texture. If your room is all flat surfaces, such as smooth walls, smooth sofa, smooth table, it feels lifeless and almost sterile. Texture adds depth and warmth. The good thing is that it can be fixed with adding simple things like wooden baskets or linen curtains, maybe some wood tables or chairs, placing some throws and layer pillows, and even rugs. Even neutral rooms need texture to feel rich. And that's it for today. If you avoid these mistakes, your place will instantly feel well thought out and purposeful. If you find this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you always know when there's a new video. Let me know in the comments which mistake have you seen the most or made by yourself. Then that's it for today. See you next time.